Hey Sag, welcome to your August 2019 Angel Tarot card reading. Just a standard reminder, these are general readings, so just please use what resonates and discard the rest. I am doing personal readings, so if you would like something more tailored to you individually, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, or follow the links in the description box. And just a reminder, I'm not a medical, financial, psychological expert, so if you do need guidance or assistance from an expert, please seek those professionals out. Going back to my website, I do have discounts, so please take a look at those on my site. I've got like messages coming through already, so I'm a little bit trying to pick up those messages and keep them so that I can convey what I'm getting appropriately to you and still get my standard miscellaneous stuff out. And what I should have done was figure out that I probably needed to pick one or the other instead of trying to handle both of those. So anyway, I hope you all are doing well. I hope your July has treated you well. I'm actually recording this in July. And as I've been telling the other astrological signs, that I feel like in some cases there's some common themes for all of us running through June, July, and August specifically, and where whatever themes and topics we were exploring in June, especially July, some of those are carrying over for the other signs. And for you all, I'm getting like just a real sense from July where there was this, there's this need for you to remain somewhat patient with some of the expectations that you have around following a passion, being engaged and immersed in something that you find fulfilling and enjoyable, and figuring out what that thing is, but just getting somewhat restless about how to finalize that, how to decide what to focus on, where to really put your energy and your resources, and finding some roadblocks that maybe you were not expecting to come across. And so there's some frustration there. It could be roadblocks in the people that you're associating with that aren't as supportive or aren't as creative and innovative as you were hoping, as you're trying to either work together or come up with a plan. It could also be your finances. It could be, wanting, just a example that could mean something to one or two of you out there, but wanting to grow a self-employment business, and you need to get money from an investor, or you need to put money into something and you're not finding that funding forthcoming, or the other person is dragging their heels a bit. So some of it is just a little surprising to you on some levels. There could be, some of you out there that were thinking you had people in your inner circle, or even acquaintances, if they're not, super close friends, that you thought were going to give you opportunities, or you thought you were going to have some mode of maybe recreational income, or something that was going to happen on the side or part-time, and that hasn't transpired yet. So just some like loose ends is just what I'm sensing. Loose ends in your ability to focus, in some of the logistical things going on, and then also in the in your ability to really harness some of the creative energy that you have and put it to good use. And some of that is coming kind of surprising to you. Again, if you're in a established bond and there's something that is, there's some blockage there or obstacle there that could be weighing on you a bit. And that could be a significant other, a partner, a collaborator, a contributor. So it's just like you're kind of swimming out there and you're grasping, for where to find that that lifeline, and it's evading you a bit. So that's the energy that I'm picking up on. Let's see what the cards want us to focus on and what the angels' messages are for you. Knight of Water. Falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotions, an invitation to a social event. So, yeah, I mean, for some of you, this could be, whenever you're a little bit distracted isn't the right word. I don't feel like you're distracted, but whenever you have a situation where you're kind of reaching for what that thing is or what that opportunity is supposed to look like, or that thing that's really going to get you jazzed and get you excited, where you feel like you got it, but you're not quite sure. The investment or the commitment seems overwhelming. Some of that could be reflected in the water card here. And, the other thing is that love can make you a bit out of your element. So for some of you, this could be a straight situation of being pursued and maybe a little overwhelmed, or in the depths of, a serious love relationship and not really having your footing, not really feeling like you're fully grounded. Falling in love will do that to you. And, can make you feel like you're, that you're not able to operate rationally, and that's bugging you a bit. These are emotions that you're going through that are deep, and they're coming from a situation or relationships that are impacting your life. So, balancing your emotions is important right now, and you don't want to become overwhelmed with, either a proposal or an invitation or a social opportunity or something that's, potentially coming your way, an invite of some kind that could really change the trajectory of your life, in terms of a business or a personal opportunity. And, this person could be you, this emotional person could be you right now. You're, maybe just not fully feeling like yourself, feeling like, this, you're enthusiastic, you're wanting to get going, but again, you're just not quite sure if you're in your element. Again, you're a fire sign, and this Knight of Water is, not where you would prefer to be. But at the same time, you're still your charming and enthusiastic self. You're just maybe more sensitive now, maybe even moody, and trying to get back to, who it is that you really want to be. And if this is in terms of a relationship, trying not to lose yourself in the process. Queen of Air, objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in a situation. So yeah, the Queen of Air, I always see this card as being, somebody that's just that is really on point, that is, that understands that clear decision making is needed right now. and has the ability to see through hidden agendas. But I don't know that you have fully removed everything and anyone that no longer serves your greatest good. And maybe maybe you see who those people are, or you see what those situations are, but you're just not quite yet willing to make that decision. So, but you're still seeing some of the humor in it. You're still seeing some of the humor and a little bit of you're independent, you're experienced, you're realistic, you're witty. I feel like this is you. In this situation, you're seeing yourself. You're removed enough from the situation that you're seeing yourself be this, kind of floating, not quite fully present, but wanting to be. So you're acknowledging, what this looks like. I just don't know that you're fully sure of how to course correct. Keeping that ability of yours to not take things too seriously. And if you're a perfectionist, trying not to be too judgmental, both about yourself and other people right now. Just being realistic about what it's going to take to get you to the next step. The Empress. Time to take action. The power of creativity. Success that allows for a life of luxury. So, you're able to really buckle down with some of these decisions. You're able to cut some things out of your life that are no longer serving you. You've got the capability of doing that. I just don't think you're fully motivated yet for some reason. And 3 is a number of creativity and a number of finding the joy that you have in life, and that comes with living your passion. And this card is saying you've done the planning. You actually have done the planning. You actually know where to start in a lot of cases, and you've done a lot of work to be successful at something. And now it's just time to get going. So if you haven't made that proposal and you feel like this is the person, this could be saying, what exactly are you waiting for? What exactly is holding you back? What are you contemplating? If there's a detail that seems to be missing, as you continue to move forward, you'll learn more. But staying stagnant where you are is likely not to give you any more new information and may frustrate you even more. So creative endeavors are favored right now. Any relationships with children, your inner child, the joy that you find from doing things that, you loved to do when you were a child and that you've kind of gotten away from, things that are artistic. And I'm a believer that being artistic doesn't have to be just the standard, music, painting, and pottery and that kind of thing. It can be anything that you really put 110% into. If if you have a love of accounting, then do it with joy and passion and creativity. And don't let anybody tell you that it's not creative. Because I feel like it absolutely can be. Anything that you are passionate about can be creative. So this is hard work that pays off. This is endeavors that are successful, being inventive, getting things done, nurturing yourself and others. Some of you may be not only with, an interest in your children, but, having children. So for some of you, the opportunity to get pregnant is there. And if you're a new couple or new in terms of the, relationship going to the next level, if that's not in your plans, just know that that could be something to watch for. So, yeah, I mean, it's like it's all there. Your opportunities are all there. You just have to make the commitment and the dedication to take that next step. Dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. Yeah, this is just you figuring out what, I mean, I know I might sound like a broken record here, but um, what exactly you want to focus on, because I feel like there could be a couple of options, and that could be what's holding you back a bit. And maybe you've actually forgotten or lost that um, it's not necessarily an ability, but lost the memory of what it means to dream, um, and what it means to really feel like not only can you dream big, but you're deserving of something that's bigger than maybe what you would even imagine for yourself. So, truly believing that you are completely qualified and capable for anything that you set out to do. And then, maybe even writing down a list of things that, are your fears or your concerns or the things that are holding you back. Like I said in the beginning, is it financial? Is it logistical? Is it time management? Is it your partner? Is it your kids? What are the things that, that are really weighing you down? And one of the suggestions of how to handle that is when you write it down. Sometimes for some people, that's all they need to do is see that list and go, oh my gosh, I had no idea that was even in my head this whole time. Some people, want to take that list and burn it, and it's like burning your fears. Other people talk about taking that list and putting it like in a bowl of water, and it's almost like drowning, like in this image here of the water, drowning your fears in this bowl of water. And kind of see the water as, you can even take a cleansing bath or shower afterwards, and kind of have this vision of sealing this new version of who you are and washing away those fears. And it's like you come out of this experience with a whole new perspective on yourself. So, just something to consider if you're feeling a little stuck within, the confines of trying to be reasonable about what your next steps are. Music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desire while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. Yeah, so to me, this whole reading is really about everything is right on tap for you. You just have to decide what it is, focus, harness that energy to make your next steps, start taking some small steps forward, start enlisting, support from people that you can count on, and then leveraging the things around you to help support you in a daily situation. And when I get this card around music, I also think of Archangel Sandalphon, who is an angel of music and is known to take your wishes and desires and hopes to God. So talk to Archangel Sandalphon. If you're not necessarily a musical person, go back and, as I was saying with the inner child thing, go back to some music that you listened to as a child and see what kind of triggers that holds for you. It could be children's music. It could be, the music in a music box. It could be something, from when you were a teenager, or if you are a teenager, from something that, when you were much younger. But something that kind of strikes a chord in you. I think for some of you, you might find it pretty fascinating and go, oh my gosh, this reminds me of when I loved to dance, or this reminds me of when I loved to play this instrument, or something like that. And I feel like it could really open you up quite a bit, because some of what I'm sensing is that some of the frustration is just a bit of a clamp, like in your chest. It's like your chest isn't fully open to breathe and receive all of the great opportunities that are available and coming to you now. And so you're just not pushing forward because you're not fully believing that you're completely deserving, and that this dream that you have or want to have of being bigger than you are is unrealistic or somehow not even possible. All right, Sag. Well, I hope that was valuable. Again, if you would like a personalized reading, please go to my website, angelawakening.net, and I look forward to speaking with you all soon.